This is my favorite gold recipe ever. Hello fellow haters of the blue and welcome to my channel and welcome to TMM, a series of videos to showcase the absolutely amazing new true metallic metal paints from Vallejo. The new golden ladies deserve a new gold recipe and I've been developing this one for a while now, and I think it's by far the best looking and most straightforward gold I've ever done. Before we start, go and check Vallejo's website in the description to see their amazing range of paints and tools like, well, true metallic metal, the focus of today's video. And now, let's get cracking! As you can see, we are starting from a base coat of Imperial Gold. And of course I used the airbrush version, as you can see, first because I have it, second because it's faster, but Imperial Gold base works just as well using a brush. You 100% don't need an airbrush for this video. And the first step is going to seem a little bit weird. We could just use the triad as it's presented and it works really well, but why not take advantage of the full set of colors to make the best gold possible? And for that purpose I'm going to use a mix of 1 part amethyst purple shade and 1 part express medium. Let me explain my choices here. First I'm going to use the purple shade because, well, purple is the complementary color to yellow, so if we use purple to shade the gold, it's going to produce a warmer, richer tone with a lot of contrast. And I choose to dilute it with express medium because I want to create a more complex shading, and having a matte finish will help us here quite a lot. And what I will do is apply this shade all over the model. We could do a targeted shade, but this model has so much detail on her that honestly I just don't want to be reshading all of this detail because it does feel like a bit of a pain. With the wash now dry and all of the details that are not going to be painted gold just blacked out, we have a better picture of the armor, and it's going to be easy because when you have gold all over, it's just messy. And the next step is going to be to take back that gold to the shiny gold that I want. And for this I'm just going to go back to the Imperial Gold base and highlight this gold back. I have my paint thinned down to a sort of a heavy glaze consistency just to be able to create gradients very easily. But that being said, the only parts where this is really necessary are the legs, the plainest of the surfaces. The other details where there is such an immense amount of detail there, we don't really need to do that. All of the gold is now rebase coated and we have a really nice and shiny armor. And for the highlights, instead of using Imperial Gold Light, I'm going to be clever and use color contrast to give me a more impactful looking armor. For that, because I have a purple shadow, I'm going to go with a yellow highlight and I'm going to use Radiant Yellow Light. Also, Radiant Yellow to me is probably my favorite and I think the best of the light colors of the set. I'm going to be applying this as my main highlight. And the light paints have been formulated to be a bit more transparent, so you basically don't have to thin them at all, they just blend really well. But if you need to make any corrections, my advice would be to mix a little bit of the Imperial Gold base into this Radiant Yellow Light and smooth the transitions that way. But if you don't want to overcomplicate yourself, a simple edge highlight will be more than enough. Another method of applying this that works really well is just stippling it. With that highlight done, you can see how much contrast we get and how much light and how much saturation even in the shadows we have, which makes for a really beautiful and really effective gold that is really not that difficult to do. It's quite achievable just using 3 paints. But I want to take this to the absolute maximum that I would take this, and that is one final highlight, but instead of using sterling silver light, which could feel like the natural step, I want to do something weird. I want to desaturate the final highlight with a sterling silver base. If you don't want to use a sterling silver base but still wants to do this step, my recommendation would be something like Game Color Silver, which is very close. We essentially just want a neutral final highlight that is a little bit gray and not pure white. This is going to be very close in terms of value to the highlight we have already in the model. It's just going to change the hue a little bit. I just feel like this final silver highlight, instead of pure white, makes for a more natural looking metallic, and because this is gold and it's not like a, fantasy type metal, which we can do whatever we want, I kind of feel like we need that little bit of realism. This is the final result, and it just looks amazing. The level of contrast is great and the saturation is just perfect. Oh, I promise I will paint the Necron in the next video, please stop asking. If you want to support me, you can check my Patreon, where I offer in-depth uncut tutorials and private classes. Help me and join the list of the coolest people in the world that you can see on the screen right now. And as for me, I will catch you in the next one. Bye!